Which is what human beings we tend to do every now and then, and sometimes we take 4 steps forward and we take 2 steps backward, and that what it is. So I would say, depending upon what your goals are, it's probably a good idea to have Jack Canfield, the success teacher in America, he taught me this. It's called having an accountability partner. We need some way to remind ourselves what the goal was and why I started. Because as Sergey also pointed out, there's going to be things and there's going to be distractions. Mobile phones are our biggest distraction. Social media, huge distraction. Friends and what other people are doing, distractions everywhere. How do I train myself to shut myself off from the directions and focus on what's most important for me? Work with a friend or an accountability partner. Set up somebody who can say, hey, you talked about that goal 1 month ago. How are you doing on it? You need to have another person. It will help you a lot if you can have another person who can help you with this, or get the help of a coach. Now, to answer Katrina's question, who was saying, if I start a project and how do I ensure that I don't roll back? I keep a visual system in my office. So a visual system, it helps you to keep an eye on the most important goals. And you need to do 2 things, Katrina, and for others also, is to separate your primary goals and your secondary goals. So what happens is sometimes we ignore the primary goals and we begin, because the secondary goals can be so many interesting. You can see the results quickly. They are more exciting and you get drawn to the other direction. But you have to say no. And I think this is what most important. Steve Jobs, he said, learn to say no to 10,000 things. We have to learn to say no to what's not important, so that we preserve our time, energy, money, and everything to focus on what's the most important thing. And you need a visual system somewhere where you can continue reminding yourself. You have to continue reminding yourself, why did I start this thing? And then get a team, work with other people. It's very important. If you're working only solo, and it's very hard to keep the same amount of momentum. But once you're in a group of people, someday you are feeling low and you'll have another team member who's still, going at the same pace, and you will also pick up your speed. So it's very important to work in teams also for your own progress. Those are some of the things that come to my mind. I even have a music playlist, which I use daily, which is called my mindset training playlist. I select my favorite motivational music tracks. I listen to them and I read my goals again until in my dream, that's the same thing I can hear over and over again. So the power of repetition, I deploy that. So I hope that answers your question.